Shalom, or praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, salutes to your brother's teaching. Um, I'm gonna go right into this one here, and what we got is now um this. One second. This is this is a video about the super soldiers, or basically the army, and the robots, and the army having. If you check it out, the army, I got super soldiers. Um, I was just watching the Apostle Tars video, and he was talking about how, you know, allegedly they're saying I got super soldiers over there in Ukraine beating, just pretty much not going down. Um, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna play this clip right now to go into how basically you got the robots are in the army, and this is a recent I was gonna put I knew about this a couple of weeks, but the time's right now to put it out. Didn't get round to it. I was doing other videos, but let's play it. I'm gonna pause it right there. This is an official British Army advert for it says British Army unveils TV ad featuring war robots. Now what they're gonna say is that, well, I'm gonna let you see it for yourself. But can you see this Terminator style machine running around? Now there's other videos that I've done where they're already using robots in the army. They're using robot transport, the robot like equipment that carries around stuff. We've done the videos on it. You've seen the footage, official stuff, and part of this NWO New World Order system is to merge man with the machines. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna have it where and there's more stuff. I'm gonna do a part two. I've got some more clips and media and stuff to show how they've already, which we all know. We've been talking about the Super Soldiers program for how long, but it's been in games, media, shows, all of that. But now they're pushing it mainstream in their official army adverts. Come on, let's play.
What does the army of the future look like? It looks like you. Technology will help us do incredible things, but nothing can do what a soldier can do.
So guess what? It didn't say. It says nothing can do what a soldier can do. It said technology can do great things, but nothing can do what a soldier can do. So someone might scoff and go, see, they don't need them. No, they didn't say that. Now, if you look on the screen, it says the army of the future still needs you. Meaning they're using robots as well. And the key to understanding all this is something called super robots, super soldiers program, merging man with the robots. What do you think Terminator was about? What do you think RoboCop's about? What do you think Metal Gear Solid's all about? Just to name a few, and I'm going to put clips and do videos on it. And that's the thing, you chip the soldiers. You do this, you do that, you tamper with their DNA, however you do it, injections, whatever. And that whole Metal Gear Solid franchise was about that. You're shooting at the person, the bullets are bouncing off or going around, and you're thinking, what is this person basically is this person, is he some kind of demon? But which they are, Satan soldiers, man. But basically, then you find out, no, it's a human being that's merged with technology, and then it always goes out to be, you had the DARPA chief, you had this organization involved, you had this and that, the secret government, the shadow, all of that, and then it was secret soldiers programs that they had that were merging them with the chips and different technology that they were using. Now, if you notice, she had a drone, she threw the drone up, but they're gonna merge the person with the robot, and that's what they're telling you. So, and you know, every war that had a draft, World War One, World War Two, they had a draft. So they still use the people. They're telling you that they're not just gonna have robots shooting robots. No, they're gonna have people and like using technology, super humans. That's the whole point, and that's what the whole that Metal Gear Solid. If you look into that franchise is about. I'm gonna do another video going into all that. You had them in had them the colony shows you that. I was watching that show, The Colony, and the whole colony. When you go to the end, you find out that now this is a spoiler for anybody that watched The Colony. It's a good show. Might as well go and watch it. You know what? Let me get it up. I might do something else, honey. I think I've done something on it. Well, this is going to be a spoiler alert now for anybody that ain't watched it. Now, basically at the start of it, you got these. That's not the one. It was the Netflix series, not this one. I did a video on it. That was the one. Let's get it. It was them in it. So at the start of the program, you had like basically it was like you thought it was aliens, but it really was a government super soldiers program. You had drones, and it was the government was monitoring the city with the drones and its tech. So you thought, yeah, that was aliens and whatnot. But then you come to find out that the actual aliens is what they were they were trying to fight. So they started snatching civilians, policing and monitoring the civilians. The government was, and then what had happened was, oh, this is a good one. What had happened was, at the end of it, you find out they were kidnapping people to make them into super soldiers. That's a draft. Because they were doing it because the angels started coming down and killing the government officials and all that, and certain people. So the whole system that was policing the individuals and chipping everybody and all of that, and having the drop. See, that's Esau and his tech, his miracles. Let me get. So I'm trying to explain it. I'm not the best at explaining stuff, but if you get the gist, you get the gist, right? So let's read Revelations 13. We're going to read here where it says, Revelation 13:14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So they got their miracles, they got their technology. One of the other things in Metal Gear Solid was that you could shoot a fucking pocket nuke or missile from they had these like these Metal Gear, let me show you. You had these like human style suits like Iron Man, but you could shoot a nuke from it, and that's what it was. The top people had. That was a top secret of the military. So you'd have people in these, but it wasn't in this one. Yeah, you'd have people in these. Actually, you did. So and it was kept developing. So this is your super soldiers program here. You'd have to know it to understand what it is in this game or whatever. But you had the Illuminati in there, and you had Russia versus America. And the top part of their technology was when man was merging with the robotics. That was the super soldiers, man. You could be in a suit like this, and you linked up with the chip and all that. And just a normal bullet ain't gonna harm you. And it was all about politics, man. They had the DARPA chief in there. They had all of that, biometrics, all of that was in there. They just kept going on about the DARPA chief and the this and the that and the secrets of the military and all of that, which is real. That's why they'll put it in a game, because they're not going to put it on the BBC News, so they'll rather put it in a game. That's how these devils operate. So let me come away from that, and I'll do a video on that. But before I go to that, let me do this. The colony. So yeah, I mentioned what they was doing. I might do another video on that as well. But they're right, you know, at the end, the angels start taking, and you kind of find that out towards the end. You know, at the start, you got these drones, and you're thinking that's alien tech. It's not. It wasn't alien tech. That was the government and his miracles, and they were controlling the people, and they were setting it. And people couldn't. They didn't want people rebelling. You had rebels rebelling against the government, but the bigger picture was obviously everyone's. And you know what that goes back to? Part of the New World Order tenets is that when they got everybody chipped, then they can start exploring space and do that. So they were doing what? They were preparing for that war in heaven. Let's get that. And that's what's going on here. Let's get this. Revelations 12. And 7, and there was war in it. And when you read Revelations 12, it jumps around in time. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. So Michael and his angels, Yahushai, and the UFOs with Michael and them. And his angels fought against the dragon, this beast system, and the dragon fought in his angels. So that's that. Now that's why they're propped up like this, because in order for them to try and take out the Lord, they got their miracles, their power is with their tech. That's what they're going after. You're going after their technology. His miracles and the dragon and his angels. So do you think they know the UFOs are real and they're preparing for them? Do you think they're gonna be trying to, which is gonna is in their head, they got this super tech, this super soldiers program, and all these different missiles and different super technologies that they got, which is nothing. It's absolutely nothing to the Lord and the angels. Okay, and I can get scriptures on that. Because the scripture says the eyes of the Lord. Let me get there. Let me show you something right quick. This is just a quick scripture here. The eyes of the Lord. Let's get there. Ecclesiastes 23:19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. Okay, and knoweth that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. What's the eyes of the Lord? Some angels. Let's get a scripture to go into that as well. This is Amos. Amos 9 and 8. This is the eyes of the Lord again. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord power. And the eyes of the Lord are watching the sinful kingdom, right? And that's why you got all these. What do you have hovering over the earth? And Esau on satellites is trying to monitor them and look at them and all that. See so-called UFOs. Now, they put pictures like this up. They don't even have to. They could put more realistic stuff than this. Because they've got them on footage and they've admitted that they exist. You know, lights in the sky. Glowing bright orbs. which the scriptures describes him as an all that lights, different colors. So these ships can expand, shrink. They can do all sorts. And basically, man, and I'm gonna cut this one short. I might do an extra on this, but they're not gonna be able to do with the power of the Lord. So it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, right? So let's go over here to back here. Right. Right, it says, for the eyes of the Lord are upon, that's not the one. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So if one angel's 10,000 times brighter than the sun, how is he so going to deal with that? Because he's got a couple of robot technologies and stuff, and whatever he's got going on. Come on, man, you ain't going to be able to deal with the Lord and the angels. It doesn't make no sense. So you got to be into this truth, man. Everything that's going on outside of this truth is an illusion, man. It's a distraction. There's a lot going on out here. It says, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. Right? So they're watching, and that's why, NASA, this and that. We got the satellites, the cutting feeds. And the ships are doing their thing. I'm gonna do a video on that. The ships are they're getting down. Ecclesiastes 34:16 is good as well. But you got that video. You got that video with well, no, it's these chariots actually can go there. There's clips and stuff of that, videos and whatever of the chariots, the so-called UFOs, going in the sun, or hovering around the sun, or just staying by the sun, or going in it. So, I mean, when we talk about immense power, this is what we're talking about, right? Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. So Michael's going to stand up and come in them ships. Yahushua is going to bring Michael in them, and they're going to come in them ships and be zapping, because you're going to have these maniac Edomites with their technology, man, with their robots and their super soldiers and their this and their that, pocket nukes, missiles, shooting missiles from various different. You got that Iron Man suit thing, and that's what they've been showing in a lot of those things, where they go in these like I was trying to get a picture of it up, but I couldn't get it up. The picture. Where they go in these things. But there's ones that, let me see if I can. I'm putting suit, I don't know if that's gonna. can't get it up. Because it's supposed to just come up anyway. I was going to do a separate video on this. I might do, I might not. There's another clip of it I was going to show. It's not coming up. Give me a second. It's not bloody coming up. Alright, well, I'll try and... It was just one of these kind of... They just sit in it and it's like a... You know, it's like a dinosaur standing upright, and then it shoots nukes. You know, these are the kind of things basically that Esau's into, man. You know, but it's all gonna get destroyed by Yahweh Shai and the angels, and that's the bottom line. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.